On this episode of CityView, helping small business blossom, a city program helps out, a new angle on how to park on South Congress, and the effort to transform Airport Boulevard in a snap. Welcome to CityView. I'm your host, Renee Tejas. Safety, parking, and mobility improvements along South Congress began recently. 70 new parking spaces, street resurfacing, improved crosswalks, and new traffic signals are all part of the South Congress Improvement Project. This fresh look includes ADA improvements, sidewalk repairs, bike lanes, and a change in the way that you'll be parking, from head-in angle parking to back-in angle parking. Now previously, cars on South Congress had to back out of a parking space onto oncoming traffic with low visibility. With back-in angle parking, drivers can easily see oncoming cars and bicyclists before pulling out into traffic. Loading and unloading the trunk at the curb is easier and safer too than on the street. Those parking along the busy street are responding quickly and efficiently to the new system, as the process has received a thumbs up from South Congress merchants. For more information or to see an instructional video on back-in angle parking, visit the Transportation Department's homepage at cityofAustin.org/transportation. And from the improvements on South Congress to helping business owners improve their connections, if you've ever thought about starting your own business but need some help getting started, it's time to mark your calendars for the 8th annual Meet the Lender Fair on August 4th. This is an opportunity to learn how to obtain financing for your startup or existing small business and to begin forming critical relationships with dozens of banks, community lenders, and other investors. This free business loan fair hosted by the City of Austin will be from 3 to 7 p.m. August 4th at the Palmer Event Center. It's a one-stop shop for entrepreneurs. You can learn more at meetthelender.com. And now maybe one of those small businesses that gets started at the Meet the Lender Fair will want to set up shop on Airport Boulevard. That's because the City of Austin and the Airport Boulevard community are embarking in an envisioning effort to transform that area into a vibrant and lively street. Ever since it was built, some say it's a better place for cars than people. Today, Airport Boulevard corridor is in transition, with a couple of stops on Capital Metro's rail line, housing developments that feature transportation hubs at Crestview Station and Miller, major investments by Travis County and Austin Community College, and the reinvention of Highland Mall. So now is the time for Austin to set the stage in order to transform this aging commercial highway strip into one of our city's model urban places. On June 25th, a group of Austin residents and business owners grabbed their cameras to take pictures along Airport Boulevard between Interstate 35 and North Lamar Boulevard to use during this visioning process.
I enjoy taking photos when I'm traveling, and this seemed like a way to play tourist in my own city/neighborhood.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting way of doing community input. It's something that I've never participated in. I've been on, kind of similar groups before, but never using cameras and kind of allowing people to be creative and expressive.
I hope that we have some kind of influence on the shaping of Airport Boulevard in a way that is pedestrian and bicycle friendly, so that it's more walkable, livable.
This process will create the tools and rules that will jumpstart and guide the planned transformation. The project will identify short and long-term improvement projects and allow greater flexibility to developers while creating a unified vision for the corridor. One of the project's objectives includes creating an environment that fosters partnerships to implement the Airport Boulevard vision and guide investments in infrastructure. Throughout the Visioning Initiative, Austin residents are invited to participate in various events, interactive meetings, discussions, and working groups. To learn more about the project or to sign up for updates by email, visit airportboulevard.com. While Airport Boulevard gets redeveloped, a new city program is developing partnerships with neighborhoods. This new city project will empower neighborhoods and build community. The city's Public Works Department broke ground on the first Neighborhood Partnering Program recently. Mayor Pro Tem Cheryl Cole, Councilmember Bill Spellman, and our Public Works Director Howard Lazarus were on hand to talk about the partnerships.
This is the first project under our Neighborhood Partnering Program that we've had the opportunity to break ground on.
Proposal is all about, and all the particular good things that are going to happen to this neighborhood and particularly to the kids in this neighborhood because that median strip is being built. But the basic idea behind this is a perfect example of. People saw a problem, they had an idea for how to fix that problem, and by working with the city, by donating some money, donating some time, perhaps donating some materials, the people who saw the problem and had the idea are now able to fix that. I want to come back here in 3 or 4 weeks and actually see this thing in operation, walk across the street, not have to run.
The United States Congress created the Veterans History Project 11 years ago. The project collects, preserves, and makes accessible the personal accounts of American war veterans, also that future generations may hear directly from veterans and better understand the realities of war. Austin's mayor was recently interviewed by Congressman Michael McCall for the Library of Congress. Their discussion centered on Mayor Leffingwell's time in the military.
I'm a very patriotic person, and I support our military 100%. At the same time, I would hope that our national leaders would do their best to try to avoid war at all costs. But if you get involved in one, you got to be totally committed, I think.
That's all for this edition of CityView. I'm your host, Renee Tejas. Our next episode premieres Friday, July 22nd.